I'd like to talk today about the power of tone. Tone of voice, whether the spoken language or the musical language, has an underlying meaning and pretty much controls communication. Some spoken examples. I'm going to ask you the same question 3 times and notice how it makes you feel. How are you today? How are you today? How are you today? Well, according to Tim, who gives dating advice on YouTube, how are you today shows trying rapport. How are you today? Neutral, comfortable. How are you today? Breaking rapport. Same words, 3 different meanings. Another example on YouTube. This one was humorous. Playing with tone of voice. It was an imitation of a conversation that went something like this. Hello! How are you? I haven't seen you in ages. Yes, my family's doing great. Our business is booming and sales are up and up and up. How about you? Really? Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Business has hit rock bottom. The third example I'd like to give comes from a parenting seminar that I attended. The seminar leader had a whiteboard, and they asked all the parents in the room to express their concerns about their children in school. We filled up that whiteboard so it was black. Did they eat their lunch? Were they polite? Are they applying themselves? Were they on time? And on and on and on. And then our child comes home from school and we say, "How was your day at school, dear?" And we wonder why our children overreact. What are they hearing in the tone of our voice? Worry, concern. How do we apply tone of voice to music? Where do you start? Well, we need to go back to how do people learn tone of voice. Go back to those babies, listening to spoken language. They're just not hearing words. They're hearing the music of the words, the inflections, the rises and the falls, and the meanings. So the musician needs to listen and listen and listen. A great example would be take one piece of music and listen to 10 different people play it. You will hear 10 different tones of voices. And the more you hear, the more you will get the idea. Now I do have some examples for how I like to teach tone of voice. And for beginners, we'll have some fun and make a game out of it. I'll get some cards and I'll ask for some colors. Brilliant colors, something with a descriptive ring to it. And we'll talk about baby blue, bright green, and hot pink. And we'll write them down on the cards. And then I'll take another set of cards and we'll write down some textures. Flannel, satin, sandpaper. And what we'll do is we'll pick a color and we'll pick a texture and we'll play a song with those in mind. Of course, what do kids like? They like hot pink and sandpaper. And this is what comes out. I'll spare you the rest. but you get the idea. Keep in mind, these kids still have to practice their baby blue with flannel. As they get older, we look at the clues in the music. There's a piece by a composer named Martini who wrote a gavotte. And I love using this example. In the music, there are some directions that tells you to play soft, then it tells you to play medium loud, then it tells you to play soft, and then it tells you to play loud. So a student will go through the motions and play these loudness levels. So I'm going to play that first. Now there's nothing wrong with what I just did. I played the louds and softs where they said to. But let's add tone of voice. I like to use stories to get students engaged. And the story I use for this music is a young child. Mom, may I please have ice cream before I go to bed? What's the mom going to say? No, you may not have ice cream before you go to bed. Please? Pretty please? Once and for all, no. We're now going to apply that story and notice how the tone of voice changes. For my last musical example, I'd like to show you with your own ears a wrong way and a right way. If you just play the music and you experiment with the sound and see if it fits the music, sometimes that's all you need to do. This is an example I think many people are familiar with. First I'll play it wrong, with the wrong tone of voice, and then I'll play it with the right tone of voice. Tone of voice, a powerful communicator. Remember, it's not what you say, it's how you say it.